Just trip over your feet.
Now then, lads and lasses, my name is Ruth of Yorker Gamers, and unusually to my right is Russ, and to my left is Chris.
Hello!
And today we are playing the first of our Halloween games, which is spoopy. It's called... What the hell's it called?
11:45, A Vivid Life.
Yeah, there you go. You can see why I couldn't remember it. It's something we found on itch.io, and if we remember, a link to this game will be in the description below. It's described as a short psychological adventure. And you see the trigger warning right there.
Nudity.
And other things.
Yeah.
So, just please be careful, guys.
Ruth's going to run around with her tits out.
Not again.
Yeah.
I'm already wearing no pants. In other words, I'm not wearing pants.
Oh. No. And I need to turn the volume on the TV down because we turned it up for testing. There we go.
Oh, I can't go back to live a normal life until I go through this. This is Last Gone Lane. Please come home. Sorry, that's the voice on the radio. So, did you start the tape recorder? This is gonna get weird. No matter what you hear, please stay put. If anything were to happen to me, this transmission will serve as a testimony. ... The skeleton inside of me isn't mine.
We'll just keep carrying.
Whoa. I'm in the process of investigating what's going on. Yes, I tried discarding the idea at first. However, once you're convinced of something like this, an absolute horror gets a hold of you. Picture being you can't just go about attending school after the realisation. She's school age? Okay. Yeah. The best course of action is to steal an X-ray machine and escape to the country to peek into your own body.
Oh, is that what's on top of the car? I thought it were a tank.
Yeah, yeah, ... Are you still with me?
No. Checked out a long time ago.
Please come home.
Please come home. Robot.
No. Russ is playing this, by the way, but I agreed to do the dialogue, and I've just realised what's happening now. Russ is just clicking buttons, and I'm going to do all the fucking talking. There we go.
That's the name of the game.
Oh shit! I was taking a squid beer. All right, I settled up camp. I'll keep you posted of my advances through the radio. I brought a medkit in case the X-rays show some strange body under my skin. Because a medkit's really going to help. And don't worry, I know my ways around a scalpel.
Oh, she's not going to slice a skeleton out.
Has she got a play button and a pause button? Has she got like a play button over her boobs and then like a space bar on her crotch?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. So I'm now playing. So she's now X-ray.
Whoa!
Steady
Hang on! Whoa! Do we need to?
Oh, it's fine. She's.
We're gonna have to blur that out.
We're seriously gonna have to blur that. Those.
What we're meant to do? Oh.
Yeah, she's got something in her head.
It's an eye.
It's a crystal eye.
Ooh.
I could gouge it out and examine it closely.
Go for it.
These teeth are artificial. Well, that can happen sometimes. I should take a closer look at them. I brought some pliers with me.
Right, get the pliers.
How do
I
get out of it?
I don't know. You're playing it.
Right, where?
There's the med kit on the... Okay.
Are we removing the eye from the cavity?
Pull the teeth out first.
Yeah, it's less debilitating. This is gonna hurt. I've stolen a bottle of vodka whilst I was at it. Well, why not? You know, you're still in an X-ray machine. Why not steal a bottle of vodka? Who gives a flying fuck anymore, you freak?
I thought she could just take it out anyway.
Now my mouth feels all weird.
Surprised.
In addition to not being mine, I guess. These teeth almost look and feel like the real thing. I almost died the day Johan beat me with a frying pan. Reminds me of how they punish child soldiers other side of the border. They're not alike at all. They may come from different people. I would say reminds me of how they punish child soldiers. If they come back with spare ammo or someone report them of not engaging in combat. I've just made a decision for you there because I'm reading it. Sorry, it's your game, Russ.
That's fine.
They pull a tooth out of their mouths. I'm really putting a lot of effort into this, aren't I? Sorry.
Yeah,
Right, okay, so...
How are we going to gouge your eye out now?
Don't know, do you want to go back to the x-ray machine, just see if there's anything else you can do before gouging your own eye out?
Yeah, okay.
Or are you still just doing the head?
Right, so... There's nothing wrong there by the look of it.
Yeah, true.
Let's have a look at
Her pelvic region.
Yes.
Nothing seems to be wrong with her pelvic region.
Let's have a look at Oh, she got a chip of some kind.
Looks like an electronic device. How far does the webbing on your fingers go up?
How far up?
How does the webbing on your fingers go
Oh,
up?
yeah, no, it starts down here, does she?
Well, I suppose your phalanges do, don't they?
Your flanges?
Phalanges. Is that a technical term?
Yeah.
You're just saying that.
Your hand flaps.
Your hand flaps, yeah. From when you were a fish and you had webbed fins.
Webbed fins.
Fin webs.
Because all fishes have webbed fins.
Yeah. Thing is, if you take that out, are you going to be capable of actually gouging your own eye out? I mean, are we starting at the top and working down, or...?
Yeah, but look at it. So... We found that bit. So, let's have a look. Right, she's not wrong with that.
No.
Ow.
Oh,
I clicked on the wrong bit. Let's have a look at her knees.
they look like normal knees.
And her feet.
Oh, something bleeds there, but then...
I think it was just the x-ray machine. Ugh, my feet are sized very differently. Well,
Everybody's on.
yeah, they're like 2 shoe sizes apart. They're so different, these bones may come from different humans. Whoever put the skeleton inside me isn't familiar with the human body. Learnt in class we humans aren't symmetrical, this is not conclusive. I want to go for the sensible answers every time. It's up to you, Russ.
Let's go for that top one. Come for a different human.
Whoever built my skeleton may have used different humans as their source. You're feeding her weirdness. Now I abhor my body even more. Nice one.
Right. So, what's the other things to click on then? Let's go back to it.
How about a tumpkin? Her tummy belly.
Fine.
That's definitely a place that could have things in.
Ooh, what's that?
There's a weird substance in my stomach. It reacts to x-rays. What could it be? I can try to make myself throw up.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well, let's go back to the med.
Yeah, just take some Epicat or whatever. Revive from cavity, extract magic under squint, throw up maybe later. Well, it's up to you, Russ.
Let's throw up.
Yeah.
Oh, you gross bitch.
Ugh. The taste is awful. Well, yeah, you just threw up, love. What was this doing in my stomach? Looks like coagulated blood and pus. The smell is terrible. I recognise this. It's plastic explosive. I can notice stuff moving inside this mass. Feels otherworldly.
Let's go for plastic explosive.
It's getting harder now that it's outside my stomach. How did this end up inside me? Well, that's what happens when you copulate with a bomb.
Let's get that eye out.
What?
I want to see it gouge your eye out.
Oh. Let's take a quick look and put it back. I can feel the
Oh, I can have a look.
I can feel the cold air inside my skull. It's really unpleasant. I can feel real life pulsating inside of it. There's a code number behind this. This is the price I paid for my stupidity.
I think we need a code number.
Yeah, go for the code number.
I somehow recognise this number pattern. Feels military.
Nope, it's not. It's the barcode from a tin of beans.
Right, let's have another quick look in this thing and see if there's any more.
How can you look in that if you haven't got any fucking eyes?
Check her throat. Yeah, you see. Some of the skeleton cervical discs have been replaced. Takes me back to the day Johan pushed me out of the window. Whoever built this skeleton did an imperfect job. This brings back vague memories of being buried.
It's got to be that one.
So you're kind of going a military experiment route, but there's also a domestic violence route, and there's also a alien route.
Aliens.
An alien route. No, Russ is going the military route.
No, I'm mixing them all up.
The dust, the rubble, pressing against my back.
That's because she's just been buried.
Was I ever trapped inside a collapsed building?
Okay.
You see, you're going the military route again without even realising it.
Right, let's see what else there is on it. Is there out in the top of it red?
No. Is it out under those boobies?
Yeah, he looked at the boobs.
Yeah.
Of course he looked at the boobs.
Let's have a look at here. Oh, no.
What? Elder bones? You'd think that'd be something where the heart is, wouldn't you?
Home.
Hmm?
Home.
Oh.
Elder bones? No. Yeah. I think you pretty much checked her all out, haven't you?
Oh, she's got a scar there though.
That looks like a bullet. Some small round object. What is it doing inside of me? I better extract it and get a closer look.
Okay. Let's see a bit more now.
I'll bet you do.
I think. Oh, no, that's a crease on her hand by the look of it.
Yeah. I think that probably could be it.
Yeah. Let's go extract some more stuff. Let's take the microchip out.
Let's remove this baby.
Was it a baby?
Throwing more into the mix now, aren't we? Looks like a microchip. We all have installed. Oh, sorry. Looks like a microchip. It's blinking. This is the citizenship chip we have all installed at birth. That doesn't look like human technology. It's a tracking device. Someone's watching my movements.
Let's go for human technology.
The blinks aren't random. There's some sort of pattern.
Ooh.
Could I use this to communicate with them?
With who?
Well, at the moment, either the military or aliens. You've kind of gone fiddy-fiddy.
Now 2 Big Macs, large fries.
Let's get the bullet out.
I've never had to cut so deep into my thigh. Well, you haven't lived. Oh, sorry, that was in bad taste.
Oh.
Ew. Ugh, it's a bullet. Called it.
How do you know? I told you what it is yet.
I had a bullet inside my thigh. Now I remember Johanna's games with his gun. This is a special caliber used by Russian agents. The wound is so old. Was I shot as a kid?
Yeah, let's go for that.
I can't have it.
Oh, sorry.
But I do recall a smell.
we don't know what that smell was.
But she recalls it. It's making me want to cry.
Tried my farts after that beer the other night.
Focus, Laney. First locate, then extract. We promised to stop digging randomly in our flesh. Well...
We promised to stop clicking on the button before the sentence has been read.
She got on there.
I don't know where else you can go. Isn't it weird how she's kind of stood there just pressing buttons, but then she comes up naked when you press somewhere?
We've got that, unless she threw that up already.
Well, I thought she did.
Well, yeah, she's probably put it back in since.
Yeah, because we're all about swallowing plastic explosives.
No, I think we've got a watch on the radio.
Oh, Lainey here. I believe I was shot as a kid. Did I tell you about how I got my spine surgery? My last... Oh, maybe you should have gone to the radio a little bit more, Russ. My lost scenes remind me of those child soldiers. There's a code behind my crystal...
Let's start with Tom.
Yeah, I know memories from where we were. Kids are supposed to be nebulous confusing. But I feel there's something in my head blocking them. Images can't get to me. But the sounds do. The smells do. Especially the smells, yes. Aww. The wound in my thigh is so old, the scar deformed by growth. I was shot as a kid. And this bullet has been somehow living inside of me for years. Living. Yeah, bullets live. It smells like burnt flesh and rubble. The smell of high-pitched screams. Please come home. These bones ache. Yeah, really, I think you should
Cut them out!
I think you should have clicked on the radio every time you did something.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know that until now.
Yeah. I got these cervical disc replacements only months ago. In fact, that's when I started suspecting their skeleton wasn't mine. This skeleton wasn't mine. While I was on the operation table and the anaesthetics kicked in, I started having weird flashbacks. About life experiences that weren't mine. Memories... I'm saying this in a very cheerful tone. Memories registered by these bones witnessed too many atrocities. This spine was trapped inside of a collapsed building in the middle of some armed conflict. The images vanished after the operation, but the smells remained. The smell of dust, iron, and rubble. Please come home. But I'm better now. Those paralysing pains in my back are gone now. Lainey here. I learnt about punishment to child soldiers in a documentary about the recent civil war beyond the border. They're supposed to live in a democracy now. Let's leave it at that. They're still figuring it out. Hopefully they won't end up as our lauded democracy. Not so long as 10 years ago, there was scandal over a unit composed of children and their surprising efficacy on the battlefield.
Efficient.
I can't... That is spelt wrong.
It is spelled wrong, but I think that's what it's meant to be.
On the battlefield.
No, that's right.
I thought it was. The child soldier situation lasted for 8 months, then our country deployed an operation to rescue and shelter those kids. This sounds like a shit place. Most of them were missing teeth. Their tale about the militia tore a teeth off them... What? Their tale about how the militia tore a teeth off them for every failure made a lot of fuss over the news. I wonder if the skeleton is from one of them. Well, yeah, but they're kids. I mean, how short are you?
Please come home.
Please come home.
Were these kids ever returned to their homeland?
No, apparently they were placed inside you.
Yeah, but how short is she? I mean, these...
Code behind my crystal eye.
That.
Oh, is that the code?
Yeah.
Read it. I'm joking.
Go fuck yourself.
Ode to Octopus Owl. October Owls.
Octopus Owls!
Okay, let's go. Wow, sorry.
Reading the code out loud instinctively brought that line to my mouth. About octopuses.
Octopus Owls.
Yeah. What's this supposed... Fuck those. Octopuses tear their penises off and throw them at the females. Owls go to it to who? I don't know. I can't really remember buying this crystal eye, now that I think of it. Well...
Where did you get it from, then?
You obviously...
Please come home.
Ode to October Owls. Octopus Owls. That line somehow makes me feel I'm in the right place. Was it planned for me to be here? I threw up some plastic explosives. I found some sort of plastic explosive attached to the walls of my stomach. It wouldn't come out with the regular vomiting.
Is there different styles of vomiting?
When I made myself throw up, it's like my body was trained to contract in a certain way to push it out. How long has it been there? And now that it's out, I can only think of a specific building whose location I can't recall. Was I supposed to use explosive to blow some heat up? You mean use your body? Oh no, she's just going to walk up to a building and go, and then explode it. Just, who am I? Do you know who I am? Tell me!
Please come home. Please come home.
Fuck!
Language?
Yeah.
You never hear us swearing like that.
No, it's disgusting.
The small blinking piece must be some sort of special tech.
And you went all ominous there.
Although it doesn't look like human technology at all. I mean, it's made of something that feels
Membranous.
membranous. My perception is that it's closest to being an insect than a microchip. I can't be asked doing that anymore. If you pay close attention, you can read some kind of dim breathing.
Okay.
And the blinking, it's not random, it's some sort of language. I feel like it's reacting to my speech. What was it trying to say? Why was it living inside of me? Please come home. Oh! It reacted to your voice.
Oh.
Please come home. Is that what you're trying to tell me, little thing? It stopped blinking.
Feet are so different.
I guess that if you're trying to create a skeleton, the most basic ingredients would be human bones. After examining my feet through x-rays, I feel like my body could be some sort of collage. That realisation makes me feel even more detached from my insides. My skeleton isn't just not mine. Now it's no one's. You would guess it doesn't make a difference, but it does. It stirs my craving for identity. Please come home!
Can I just point out this is a real WTF game?
I'm just some human scrapbook.
Yeah, now what?
I don't know, this is supposed to be a short game and it seems to be taking forever.
She got motor.
I don't know.
She got like a false hip or something.
Has she got something shoved up? Well, no, she hasn't got something shoved up. Oh!
Oh, she got a break there.
It's a fracture. I can't feel any pain, but looks like it healed badly. I have vague memories of a skateboarding accident. Makes sense. This is the arm I always used to protect myself. The fracture presents...
Geometrical shapes that look artificial.
Ugh.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
It is not exactly an injury. Looks like it was badly generated. This skeleton looks crafted like it's someone's creation.
Please don't cut your arm off.
Go report!
No. Focus on first, locate the next.
Yeah, go report your finding to the radio. We promise to stop digging randomly in our flesh. Laying here. I found a weird fracture on my arm. I think I solved the
Sorry.
I found some sort of weird fracture on my radius and ulna. I don't have any memories of breaking my arm though. Never felt any pain in my bones either. Judging by the shape of the hypothetical fracture, my theory is that it has been badly generated. It presents geometrical traces in the form of hexagons. What does that imply? Are those bones artificial? That would explain why I don't feel them as my own. Anybody?
Why is she driving the ladder?
I don't know, ask her.
Please come home.
Thank you.
Oh well. So, I think we've solved the mystery.
Okay. I think I solved the mystery. I've dug enough around my body for a life. Well, so far, all of what I found points towards a clear conclusion.
You're
Skeleton
dead.
belongs to a child
This
soldier.
skeleton belongs to a child soldier. I'm done. Definitely my skeleton isn't what you'd expect from a teenage girl.
You're a teenage girl that fighting in war.
The clues I've found are hard to piece together. Mostly because my bones evoke... What my bones evoke are sounds and smells rather than images. I don't know what things are actual memories and what are the product of my imagination. You're nuts, love! But there's a clear pattern. Smoke, dirt, blood, fear, screams, scary loud noises. Most of the injuries the skeleton sustained point out these bones belong to a child soldier. No! Hexagonal fracture on wrist! So it is not magic nor science fiction. Plastic explosive! However, I can't help thinking in these memories and feelings as if they weren't mine. It's like I've inherited the body of a child soldier. Can PTSD do that to someone? It's weird though, because I don't feel sorry or scared. I feel thankful for the poor kid having endured war for me, then sacrificing themselves to give me another chance at life. Thank you. I will wear your bones with care and pride. Thank you.
Oh,
Please come home.
person. There we are.
A short, weird tale. Like, yep. That was a short, weird tale.
It was okay, but it tried to be complex, but it wasn't. I mean, the choices that you chose were basically pointing towards you being a child soldier. There was no sort of... Well done to a deconstruct team. I mean, you did something a bit different.
You did something fucking weird.
And it was weird.
Very weird.
But
it does say it's weird.
yeah. So you did what your game suggests, but
Actually, this year, this game.
yeah, either we played it wrong or it just seemed too obvious. It wasn't like a massive shock or anything. That's personally what I think. I don't know what you guys think. I'm going to leave you guys talk to in a minute.
I wish it had given you a couple more options towards the end.
Yeah.
Whereas it just came, you're a child soldier.
Yeah.
I think that came out of all the choices that you picked
Obviously
earlier in the
it
game.
did, but basically that's what I said. You
But
knew it was
I
either.
want to play it again to see what other things you
Well,
could.
other people can do. No, it's quite obvious what the other choices are.
Yeah.
Child soldier, domestic abuse,
Or an alien.
alien.
Alien!
It's pretty. Yeah, but it's pretty obvious that they're going to come up.
I want you to see the alien.
No, because that dude will probably just come up at the end and said, "Please come home." Anyway,
Please
I
come
don't know.
home.
We will leave a link to this game in the description below. You guys play it for yourself. See if you get a different response. See if you get more out of the game than we did. It wasn't bad. It was just
Weird.
predictable, to be honest. But, you know, we hope you guys enjoyed it and my wonderful voice acting. If you did, please leave us a like, leave us a comment, and
Russ, you can do this from now on. You're better at this than I am.
yeah, Lucy, remember to put the outro music on. So, yeah, thanks very much for watching. As always, be right, lads and lasses.
Yeah.
See you later.
Good night.